But first, Ohio's new hemp law causing confusion for law enforcement and prosecutors.
When it comes to charging people for growing marijuana or hemp plants. News 5's Olivia Fecto tells us about flyover operations funded by the Bureau of Criminal Investigation.
Yeah, and why in some cases they're not resulting in charges against people breaking the law.
Counties like Ashtabula are continuing to do flyover operations, trying to find and seize marijuana plants. But right now, the state's crime lab equipment can't detect the difference between marijuana and hemp plants, and that means charging the people who are growing plants illegally isn't always a viable option. In Ashtabula County, flyover operations to find marijuana plants can be hit or miss.
Oh yeah, we've had in the thousands in the past.
This week, though, Detective Greg Leonard says the county's flyover yielded just 66 plants in places including Austinburg Township and Ashtabula City. The plants found were burned after the county got a court order approved to destroy them.
We split up into two teams. The helicopter then flies over an area. When they spot something, they call a team to that location.
For the first time this year, no plants were found growing in cornfields in the county. And unlike in years past, officers couldn't see cutouts in cornfields that sometimes indicate spots where marijuana plants grow.
This year, we just didn't pick the right spots.
These flyovers are funded mainly by Ohio BCI through a $400,000 grant from the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency. But this year, in part because of Ohio's new hemp law, no one in Ashtabula County was charged for growing plants illegally. BCI has advised law enforcement that if enough of the plants are seized, funding is available to send the plants to a private lab for testing.
It comes down to a point in time where practicality, and with the change in the law, that practicality is just not there at this point.
Still, no licenses to grow hemp have been issued by the state just yet. So as far as law enforcement is concerned, growing hemp remains illegal in the state of Ohio. Leonard believes it's best to get the plants off the street.
For the people who may think that we're wasting time and money, this is one day out of the year.
And for those who think law enforcement isn't doing enough by not charging people growing these plants, Leonard has this to say.
Right now, until that is changed, which it looks like it's going to be after the first of the year, we have to play with the cards we're dealt.
Ashtabula County says for its part, all it spent on this operation were the salaries of the task force officers involved. The rest of the money came from BCI and that DEA grant. In Ashtabula County, Olivia Fecto, News 5.